All right. Good morning, you guys. Welcome to the Planning Zoom. Happy May 1st, y'all. Like we are in May. Can you believe it? Last month was one for the books. I don't know about y'all, but it was one of my biggest growing months personally. It was not my biggest enrolling month. It was not anything like that. It was my biggest personal growing months. And y'all, I think sometimes you need to look at those months just as much of a blessing as your months that you are in high enrollments, right? I was able to tweak some things. I was able to get aligned on some things. I was able to step back and see where the direction I wanted to go. I was able to do so much last month, and then still keep up with the content, conversation, so on, but really get rooted for what's to come and what's going on. A lot of organic growth for me. And Rochelle was just talking about. Yes, I love that, Sam. You guys want to shout out your wins for May or for April in the chat? I'd love to cheer you guys on. We'd love to cheer you on. So please feel free to drop that. And then we are going to go ahead and just dive right in. If you were on the batching Zoom, y'all, we have some real bomb topics to start off this month of May. So thank you to Rochelle for saying that, you guys. And one of the things that Rochelle said, and I was like, there was a lot of ahas from the batching content. And I want to just spit them out real quick in case you weren't on them. But a couple of them were, we are content creators, you guys. So setting time aside to create content, create reels, create photos, create all of those things is important, y'all. And when she said that, I was like, oof, like mic drop, right? I think sometimes we need to hear those types of things. So that was a real big takeaway. So when you're planning your week, those are things you guys need to plan too. What days are you doing things? What's your feed going to look like? What's your content going to look like? Those type of things, which we'll talk about. Biggest credits for the month. Way to go, Holly. Woo, woo. I love it. Created more connections than ever. Awesome, you guys. I love it. Keep dropping your wins. So we are going to go ahead and dive right in. You guys, there was some schedule changes. So I'm actually going to start first and foremost with the Zooms. And the reason why I normally save those till the end, but I'm going to do them first. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to show you where you can always get them. If you are in Limitless, if you just go right into Limitless, you go right into the featured, I'm on my phone, right into the featured, you are going to see all of the Zooms on this really pretty blue. This is one of my favorite blues. So I love that she used it. You are going to see all of the May schedule and new times. Okay. So we're going to roll through these really quickly. And this is for the entire month. So after this Zoom, you guys, if you want to go and plug these in for the entire month, do that. The reason being is you may then start to work your life around your business, right? Like I am all for, we fit this into the pockets of our day, time freedom, so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, what allows you to have time freedom is working your business. So there are things like Sundays, 10:30 batching, 11:30, you know what I mean? Those type of things. There are things Monday nights. Those are in my calendar. So if I have to say no to other things, unless it's like family, super important, you know what I mean? Like there are certain things that have to trump. But otherwise, it's like if a girlfriend of mine's like, hey, can we go out on a Monday night to dinner at 6:30 or 7? Nope, sorry, I'm not available because I have to Zoom at 8 o'clock. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you need to put things in your calendar for the full month, do that. Start planning around. So Monday nights are now 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Christina Brill's Zooms are now on Wednesday at 7 p.m. So Wednesday, 7 p.m. Content batching is still 10:30 on Sundays. Planning Zoom is still 11:30 on Sundays. We now have an opportunity Zoom, a limitless opportunity Zoom on Sundays at 8 p.m. So every Sunday you can invite your potentials to come and listen. I think it's maybe 80 Ks and above running them. Rochelle, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not really sure, but there'll be a leader on there every Sunday doing that opportunity Zooms Sunday, 8 p.m. Okay. Then we have our work with me schedules, which is your IPAs. Oh, for now it's just Casey. Okay, cool. I love that. So, work with me schedule has not changed. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. And y'all, we already have bomb leaders, so you should be getting on these work with me's anyways. But I saw the lineup for y'all of who is running these work with me's. I'm telling you, just like every month I tell you, be on the work with me's, you guys. If you want to be around fire, your fire is right there in the work with me's, in your planning Zoom, in your batching Zoom, in your Monday night calls, on your Wednesday call, on the opportunity Zooms. That is how you stay close to the fire, right? Staying in your chats, being connected, being plugged in. So that is your plug-in schedule. I like how I just worded that, plug-in schedule. Okay, cool. Next thing I want to shout out is that if you are not in Limitless, there is oh my gosh, words are very hard today. Okay, let's just circle back and try this again. Lindsay dropped for the Limitless group. And if you're not in Limitless, that's okay too. You can still do this challenge. We are doing a 31 days of content. So make sure you check the group chat or the team page to be able to get it. And it is basically focusing really on Instagram, but you guys don't leave out your Facebook. Remember, you can circle back and share what you're putting on your Instagram onto your Facebook. And it is going to be 1 reel a day. So y'all who is up for the challenge, 1 reel a day and 1 other post a day, whether that be a reel, IGTV, the 1-second videos, or posting your content. So 2 posts a day on Instagram, 1 being a reel, 1 being another thing, still posting on your Facebook, still posting on TikTok or whatever other things you do, but really growing in the Instagram. I love it, Holly. Me, yes. Dumb question, but every work with me is the same. Yes. So every work with me is where you go over IPAs. You do a full round of IPAs and work your business. So if you can't get on every one of them, that's okay. But you can just pick what works for you. Now, I know there are other teams on here, even within Limitless, that you guys also have work with me times. These are the overall Limitless ones. I also know Lionheart, which we are all in that team page too, which is under M. They have their own work sessions, and then they also have Zooms. So you guys plug into what you want to plug into. Okay. You can take time after that to plug those into your calendar. Okay, we're going to go ahead now and we're going to plan for the week. If you were just batching with Rochelle, you have 7 content ideas, right? So if you're posting twice a day now, you just have to come up with 7 more content ideas, pull from your 5s list, right? You already have 7 here. You can even take the ones that Rochelle had given you and spin on them. So maybe if you wrote about weekly pay and what it's been doing for you on a personal side, maybe go ahead and do what weekly pay has done for you in a different way, right? You can take all of the topics that she gave if you're someone that struggles with content, but you want to post twice a day, and like your why. You can post about your why, and it can be a long version, and you can make it a zinger. Like, I joined because I wanted time freedom, and time freedom's what I'm coming for, right? Make it a zinger, make it a second post. Free product day. You can talk about the free product and how you earn free product every single day. Then you can talk about the goals you've hit while never paying for a product. Do you see how you can take the content that Rochelle just gave you if you are struggling to have more content and use those topics in different ways? If one of the topics you went product side with it, take that topic now and go personal or go opportunity, right? You guys don't overcomplicate it. Sometimes some of my girls are like, I don't have more content. And I'm like, yes, you do. It's there. Dig, stop thinking, stop overthinking it. So we are going to plan for the week. So take those topics that you just were given. Do you want to make a reel out of it? Do you want to make a post out of it? Do you need a picture? How do you want to do things? Plan your entire week. What do you want to talk about Monday through Sunday? What is your reel going to be about? What is your X, Y, and Z going to be about? You probably have stuff already saved. Like I already have content and reels already done. So I'm going to go into my reels folder, see what I have, decide which days I'm posting those, look at my content I just created with Rochelle, figure out, okay, would I rather do that as a post or a reel or a 1 second? And then I'm going to go plug those in. And then I star next to anything I know I need to create content for. So like if my reels are already done, I already know that. And if I'm plugging something in, let's say it was like free product credit and I want to make a reel out of that, I star it and then I go search for a sound that makes me vibe with that. So does that make sense? I take what I already have done. Sometimes I take what I have and what I want to create with, especially what we just did, and I put a star next to it. If I have a post, like a batching content, I'm like, oop, I want to do a post. I put a star and I put what that needs. So maybe I want to talk about my why, and it's about me, Keith, the dog, becoming a full-time, like becoming a family. I'm going to put star need selfie with Keith. Then I know I got to find the man somehow, somewhere, someday, and take a selfie in what I'm doing. Does this kind of make sense, you guys? Please let me know if not. And you can plan, whether it be in a planner, you can plan on a piece of paper and have your fives next to you. If you didn't batch content, it'll be uploaded to Rochelle's page. So you can always circle back to this, but we're going to go ahead and time block and plan for our week. If you're just jumping in from the waiting room, we are planning for the week. So we are creating our content or putting our content in our calendar. And so this way we know what days we're posting what. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next thing. And we're going to figure out what we want to put in our stories and our focused IPAs. So we'll block this one for about 5-ish minutes, but focused IPA can be cleaning up your network, can be adding, can be 3-2-1s, can be interactions. What do you need for your, sorry, there's somebody that just pulled up and I'm sitting here in like a bra, so I'll cover up real quick. I don't know if they're coming to the door, but anyways, it's how I show up with you guys, you know, my sports bra. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and pick our focused IPA. So that might be your interactions. Like, what does your business need? Where are you finding the struggle? Are you finding that you're not getting the interactions? Are you finding you're not having the conversations? What do you need to do? And this is something that Sam said on one of her work with me's, and this has stuck with me because there are times where I will find my networks, I will log on and I'm like, oh gosh, like I just am not vibing with anybody. I am not like, I need to clean up, right? Go find people that you get excited to hang out with. Picking a focused story last week too, it has helped so much. I love that. I'm picking a focus for stories this last week too. I love that. That's so good, you guys. For someone like me, I was telling this to Lindsay when we had a one-on-one, I like structure. So if you try to give me so many different things all of the time, my brain can't handle that. So if you say, Christina, focus on this, done. If you say, Christina, this is how things should roll out, I'm good. Like, just let me go on my way. But I am someone that really likes structure. So that, Rochelle, picking one focus topic to talk for the week, I love that. I pick a focus IPA, one for the week. I focus on that. I like to have certain days be certain things too, because my brain then knows that's what I need to talk about on those days, so on and so forth. So we're going to go ahead and time block for a few minutes, and we are going to pick either our focus, what we're going to talk about in our stories for the week. If you do want to drop any promos or anything like that with your credits, or maybe you have like giveaways, like you want to do a giveaway or sample packs, that's where you're going to plug this into. What day do you want to talk about that? Then we're going to go ahead and talk about, what focused IPA you want to do. Maybe it's just for the week. I will tell you this, you guys, I have been doing a lot of cleaning up. So I took a couple days to really focus on cleaning up when I was doing stuff. And I will tell you, my bubble rotation has completely shifted since I went on a little cleaning spree. I am seeing all new, and these were people that were in my least interacted with. So I wasn't even seeing their bubbles. And I went and was cleaning up in there. And all of a sudden I started noticing a whole new algorithm on my bubble feed. Right. So you guys, like, sometimes cleaning up really, really helps. So I have been cleaning up. So maybe you need to do that as well. I'm going to read the chat. Okay, you guys. So Rochelle said anything else is extra, like if something is on my heart, but I assign a topic to each day for stories and make sure I touch on whatever it is that day. I'm obsessed. My world has just been changed. Don't be scared of the unfollow. Yep. Don't be scared of the unfollow. You guys, it really does help. I saw this girl, she's also in network marketing. She's very successful in a makeup company, and I follow her. I've always just enjoyed her. She used to be in health and wellness and just she made a switch, and she was talking about how she went and cleaned up her following and just how much weight she felt lifted, how much more excited she was for her feed and like all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, I needed to hear that. I sometimes I get so focused on following, creating relationships and all that, I forget to weed people out, but I'm still seeing that from time to time. So, make it a focus, you guys. What does your business need? Just an idea. Tuesday is Teacher Appreciation Day. So an idea I had was offering free trials on Tuesday in my stories for anyone who's a teacher. Oh my gosh, I love that. And for anyone else, they're $20 that day. Just an example. You don't have to do that, but I love that. I clean up on Friday nights because I'm a grandma and never do anything. I love that too. So go ahead, you guys, and let's get focused in our stories and our focused IPA. All right. Y'all, I feel real good about life right now. I'm going to go ahead and block for another just couple minutes. And I want you to plug in any days where you're going to be creating content. Maybe you need to check in with people, what like anything that your business life type stuff needs, plug it into your days. So this way, you know what you have going on and what you're going to do. So look at your calendar. Your personal life should already be plugged in there and be like, okay, obviously I'm busy doing X, Y, and Z this day. I know I can't create a bunch of content. So when are you going to do certain things? Okay, so some of y'all might be struggling in some areas with planning. So I want to go over just a few tips in case you're new, and then talk about month. We are May 1st, you guys. Like we are literally the first of the month. I want you to write out your goals for this month, right? We just planned our entire week. We know what we're going to talk about. We know what the reels are going to be. We know what our stories are going to look like. We know what our focused IPAs is going to be. But what are you working for this month? I want you to come up with your big picture for the month, and then every single week, break it down into smaller bite-sized pieces. So however that looks, what's your PPA going to be this week? What is your volume going or PPA going to be like for the month? What is your volume going to be for the month? What is your goal if you want to get trial packs out there? What is your goal? Maybe like your goal is to be consistent with posting and post a reel a day because you never have. Make that your goal. Maybe it is to show up on the Zooms, maybe it's I'm going to do 3 work with me's a week plus get on the Monday night plus get on Sundays. I don't know, right? You pick. Maybe it's just a couple things that you haven't done. Everybody's calendar looks different. Everybody's calendar looks different. That does not mean that your calendar is unsuccessful compared to somebody else's. Your calendar is your calendar. My calendar is my calendar, right? How everybody shows up is how they show up. It doesn't mean that you are less successful because maybe they're getting on 3 work with me's and you can only get on 1, but yet they've been getting on 2 every week and you have gotten on none. Do you see what I'm saying? Don't ever compare yourself. Maybe like to say like you're going to do a reel a day, but I'm over here saying I'm going to post twice a day. I've been posting 2 to 3 times a day for the last 2 months, right? So for me, that is my thing. Right. So for me, what am I going to do to up level and grow where maybe you haven't been, and that's okay. So please don't ever look around. This is something that I am training myself as well, to not look around and compare what I'm doing to somebody else's doing and thinking that mine is less successful. Right. Do not think that in any way, you guys. What you're doing, as long as you're showing up, you're growing and you're stepping out of your comfort zone, and that you are making yourself grow, that's successful. I just had a one-on-one with one of my girls and we were talking about IPAs and she struggles with doing the full list of IPAs. So I said, okay, can we focus on doing the full list of IPAs, but doing less of them, right? So can we focus on adding just 5 people a day to growing your network? Can we focus on doing a few interactions? Can we focus on doing a few 3-2-1s, right? Instead of the big picture, can we just focus on a couple of those each day? And I said to her, that is growing, because you were doing none of those before. And now if you're even doing 1 of those a day, you are growing. You're doing more than you were, right? So what would you rather have, doing 1 or 2 or doing 0? Right? So you guys don't ever discount those small little things if you're trying to grow into the bigger things, right? So don't ever discount any of that kind of stuff. Sometimes you have to build those types of things. Some people can go and do something certain way. Some people need to start small and build, and that's okay. Find who you are and work with yourself and go ahead and get your goals in order for the month. So make sure that you get your monthly goals in order. When it comes to planning, a few tips, you guys, is I like to have certain, certain folders in my phone. So I have pictures that need to get, like, I'll go around, I'll take photos. If I'm out and about, I take a photo. If Keith and I, like we were out last night, we snapped a selfie. I put that into a folder called Filter Me. So that goes into a Filter Me photo album. And the reason why I do that is because when I'm out and about, it's very easy to just like say I need to put that into a Filter Me folder. And then when I'm going to create my content for the week, I go to the Filter Me photo, I grab those, I put my filter on it, and then I put them in another photo that says ready to post. So those are my photos. Then I know this way I'm not scrolling. I'm not like, oh my gosh, you guys, half of y'all have so much content in your phones and you don't even know it. Some of y'all have so much content in your phones. I'm going to repeat myself, and you don't even know it. You're over here thinking, oh my gosh, I got to go take content. I got to go take content. I bet you any money, if you took about 20 minutes, that's even being high, and went through your phone. If you have an iPhone, you can do the button that says select. So if you hit that, you hit select, and you just, every time you find a photo, like, oh my gosh, yeah, I never posted that of my kids. Oh my God, we were at the aquarium. I never posted that. Oh my gosh, we had that family selfie from that one wedding. I never posted that. If you were to click all of those and put it in the filter me photo, you guys would have so many photos. Why do I know this? Because I did it for myself. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have so many photos that I snapped of me and my bestie, me and my sisters. Photos that have never, like photos even from when we were at Palooza that have never seen the light of day yet. Right? But guess what? Palooza was over a month ago. I keep taking photos. It's getting buried. So that's why I like to put things into folders. Another thing, you guys, is when I create my content with Rochelle, like she said, she has her May folder and so on. I have my batching content folders. And what I like to do is once I decide where those are going, so like right now they're in this folder, right? So all of my content that's never seen the light of day is in this folder. And what I do is once I decide where it's going for my calendar, I will go and swipe over and I put it in a folder. So I have a Thrive folder, and this may be a little much for some people, but it keeps me organized. So I have a folder that's called Thrive. And then in there, there's subfolders that go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? So every content that I just decided where I was going to post it and what I was going to post about, I will go to that caption and put it in the folders. So if I am out and about and away from my calendar and away from my piece of paper, I know on Monday, boom, these are my 2 posts that are going up on Monday because I've already put them into there. So I know on Tuesday, I already know what's going out. So yes, it's on my calendar, but it's also in my phone. There's no excuses for me. So whether I'm out and about or whatever, it keeps me organized, and then I'm not searching and scrolling either. It's already dropped in there. It just, to me, is how my brain works. Another thing, you guys, is what I do is I take a piece of paper. I was not doing origami over here. If you guys saw me, I fold it up. It gives me 8 spots. This is my week planned out. There's a lot of scribbles. There's a lot of things that I still have to kind of circle back to. There's only so much we could do in this planning time. So I like to, you'll see arrows. I like to look at my week and make sure that I'm not getting too heavy, being all product one day or all Thrive and forgetting about me. So I like to work things out and kind of put it together like a puzzle. Also in this 8th little box right here is my focused IPA for, the week. It also is anything I need to do for my business. If I need to order anything, if I need to check in with sample customers, I write down their names, all that kind of stuff that's coming to mind while we're doing this planning Zoom. So all of this is very messy. And then what I do is at the end, once I feel good and I feel like, okay, everything's where it needs to be, I put it into my planner. Okay. That's how I roll, because I am somebody, if it is too messy, I don't want to look at it. And I know that might sound really crazy, but I know somebody on here is this exact same way. So this is why I'm sharing it with you. So what I do is I let my piece of paper be where I write, jot, scribble, erase, do whatever I need to do. Like, oh, yep, I want to talk about this there. And then, oh, nope, I want to talk about, actually, it's better if I talk about that there. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Like, oh, yep, shoot. I'm really Thrive heavy. Like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I forgot about me while I was doing this, right? So then I go and I move things. Okay. And then once I have everything done, I'm like, perfect. This looks great. This is what I'm going to do. It goes in my planner. And once it goes in my planner, it means I'm committed to it. This is what I'm sticking to. Right. So once I decide what work with me's I'm going to go to, goes in my planner. Those are non-negotiables. Do you see what I'm saying, you guys? I don't just put anything in here. I put the things and the goals and the things that I want to show up to. Are there days that I miss a work with me? Absolutely. That I put in there. Things happen, right? But for the most part, those are what is important to me. Like Rochelle said, get yourself some sticky notes. They have sticky notes with lines. If you're somebody that prefers lines, they have sticky notes of small, and they have sticky notes of big, color, fun, whatever you want. I got a pack of these, you guys, from Target. I think it was like $15, $14.99. You don't have to get as big of a pack as I did. I had a ton, but put stuff on sticky notes if you need to, and put it in your planner. Your 5s list. Like she said, I love that she said she had her 5s list next to her in her planner. That sort of thing. So You guys, if you are ever looking and scrolling for reels, this is another content thing, save audios, save a bunch of audios and then go and record them. Do you know how many times, you guys, I record and I don't even know what I'm going to talk about yet, but I like the audio, I like the voiceover, whatever it is. So what I do is I go make the video and I circle back. And then what I do is I look at my fives and I see, okay, what am I talking about? What do I want to talk about? What do I want to focus on? And that's how my content comes to life. Your fives list is so important, you guys. So do I have any questions? I feel like I spit a lot out at you guys today. Do you feel planned? Do you feel ready for the week? How are we feeling, y'all? Feeling good? Feeling good. Like I should. I just had this real big craving for pizza too. Totally off topic. I'm gonna put that in the planner for today. Girl wants pizza. If you guys don't have any more questions, awesome, feeling good, cool. If you guys don't have any more questions, I hope you have an amazing week. Happy May 1st, y'all. This is going to be your best month. I feel it. And your best month may look very different from somebody else's best month. And like I said to you, and I wanted to share with you in the beginning, I had one of my best months and it was not enrollments, right? I had one of my best months and it was not enrollments. It was breakthroughs. It was breaking chains for myself. It was some business stuff. It was some personal stuff that I had some of my best times. And I look at those wins just as important as the wins of the months that I have the highest PPAs or I'm selling the most trial packs. Y'all stop discounting the little things that get you to where you're going. Okay. Make sure you celebrate those wins. You're very welcome, you guys. I hope you have an awesome week. I'll see you guys next Sunday when we plan again. Talk to you later. Bye.